know if this story is true, as it's been a long time. I was told the story when I was a little boy.
Once upon a time there lived a widow mother who had a daughter and a stepdaughter, her late husband's daughter. Her daughter's name was Kalo and her stepdaughter's Maro. Kalo was nasty, jealous, and wicked. Maro, who was an orphan, as we said, was good and beautiful, and everyone loved her. Everyone, not everyone, though. Her stepmother was very jealous of her because she was more beautiful, better, and more hardworking than her own daughter, and in a way she wanted to get rid of Maro. As the 12-day period of Christmas came, during which the goblins come out and tease people, the widow decided to send Maro to the mill, supposedly to grin, hoping that the goblins would grab her and she would calm down for good and finally get rid of her stepdaughter, whom she hated so much. So she loaded the corn or the wheat on the mule and sent her to the mill. Maro was very frightened, as she was only a little girl, because she had heard about the goblins that come out at night and tease people, but she couldn't deny her stepmother. Then she set off to the mill, and when she arrived, it was already dark. When the miller saw her, he got surprised and told her,
My little girl Maro, why are you out of your house on such a festive day? Don't you know that now at Christmas, when it gets dark, the goblins come out and tease everyone?
Well, I know that, but what can I do? My mother sent me here to grind. She replied.
Well, what can I do? It's time to go,
Says the miller.
I'm already late.
Please, says Maro, let me grind because I cannot go back home without any flour.
Come in and grind, but I will not stay.
Says the miller.
When you finish, close the door as you leave.
So the miller went home and left her alone in the mill. Maro threw the wheat in the mill and began to grind. Once the goblins heard the millstones stir, they came out again through the land. They went close to Maro and began teasing her.
Will you marry me, Maro?
Asked the first. Yes. Maro answered slowly.
Will you marry me, Maro?
Asked the second.
Yes.
Maro answered slowly, and wished time went by quickly until the day would break.
Will you marry me?
Everyone was asking in turn.
Yes.
Maro was answering more and more slowly.
Will you marry me?
Asked the second one.
Yes.
Maro replied.
What does the bride want?
Asked the goblins.
The bride wants a dress,
replied Maro. The goblins brought the dress to the bride very quickly.
What else does the bride want?
Asked the goblins again.
The bride wants shoes,
replied Maro as slowly as she could.
Cock-a-doodle-doo,
crowed the first cock. The goblins hurried to bring Maro the shoes.
What else does the bride want?
The goblins asked quickly.
The bride needs a kerchief.
The goblins ran quickly to bring Maro the kerchief.
What else does the bride want? Cock-a-doodle-doo,
crowed the second cock. Seeing that the goblins were bringing her very quickly whatever she asked for, and that the day wouldn't break soon, Maro had to think up of something new to ask them for.
The bride needs a needle with 2 holes to embroider her drawing.
Immediately the goblins started looking for the needle Maro asked for. They were turning around looking for it everywhere, but they couldn't find a needle with two holes. Time was passing by and
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
crowed the third cock.
Wow, it's almost dawn and we have to go,
Said the goblins.
We haven't eaten anything all night long and we're starving.
It's all right, you can take my flour to make bread to eat.
Maro told them, who took pity on them as he was kind-hearted. The goblins looked at her their big wicked eyes and said,
You can take our bag then.
They gave her their bag and quickly crept into their holes as it had already done.
Maro took the back road, her mule, and took the way back home. When she got home, she dismounted from her mule, took the dowry and the bag the goblins had given her, and entered the house. Her mother looked at her, was completely astonished. She was very jealous when she saw her dowry. Maro opened the bag and saw that it was full and of golden coins. Her stepmother was very jealous this time.
On the next day, in the evening, she decided to send her own daughter to the mill so that the goblins would give her dresses, shoes, and coins too. Mara was begging her not to send her sister to the mill in the middle of the night, but in vain.
So when it got dark, Kalo took the mule and set off to the mill. She arrived here at night and after kicking the miller out, she began greeting her weight in a hurry. The goblins came out of their holes and began chasing her.
Will you marry me?
The first one asked her. No, Kalo answered angrily.
Will you marry me?
Asked the second one. No, Kalo answered, laughing at him.
Will you marry me?
Asked all the goblins one after the other. No, Kalo answering, laughing at them again.
Will you marry me?
Asked the little one. No, Kalo said, laughing at him too.
What does the bride want?
Asked the goblins.
Kalo was laughing at them.
When the goblins saw that Kalo wouldn't marry any one of them, they began beating her. After flouring her with her own flour, they loaded her on her mule with a bag full of stones and sent her back home.
When the mule arrived home, her mother rushed out looking forward to seeing what her beloved daughter had brought her. When she came closer, she couldn't believe her eyes. Her daughter in flour all over and totally washed out. This was a very good lesson for both the stepmother and her daughter, who were torturing Maro and wished her ill.
Maro lived happily ever after.